girlfriend. Anyway, happy song for a sad gun. I hope my battery's going to last. I don't know if I've got 10 minutes left in my battery. So I've been sent a Luxe in from a chap in Denmark. He said, "Oh, we've got nothing but problems, guy. I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to chuck it out the bin. It's a load of crap." This is a case of nothing wrong with the gun, everything wrong with the owner. Or previous owners, right? So the gun come to me with a leak in the solenoid area. However, when I gassed the gun up, I noted that it was just pouring air out the barrel. That's not a solenoid issue. The solenoid doesn't do that. That's an O-ring issue. So, I duly took everything apart. Now, you remember the big lecture about using the right O-rings in the right places. So the first thing we've got is the guide bolt and the O-rings are wrong. They're too small. So they don't seal in here. This is the bolt. This is the guide. These two O-rings have to seal in here. Now remember the many tests I've shown you how to do, how to simply get this to stick to your hand when you pull this down. But this, no, not. This shouldn't just fall out. The O-ring should hold it in. So your O-rings are too small. So before we go anywhere, use the right O-rings. Simple test. Stick it on your hand. It sticks. The O-rings are okay. But in this case, the O-rings are not worn. They're just simply the wrong size. So I've been chatting with this fella since before Christmas 2015, and I kept telling him to send his gun. In the meantime, he's bought two solenoids, and we know that solenoids are not cheap. £100 each. So he spent £200 when possibly the problem could have been this 99p O-ring. However, so I've gone through the solenoids you've got, and they're all duff, they're all leakers. Now the original one, which I think must be this one, because the wires are held on with araldite, doesn't give me a good picture of the history of this gun. And I haven't really got into it yet. I mean, I have, but I'm treating it like I haven't. I'm giving you the Sherlock Holmes method of finding your problem. So straight away, we know this is a duffer, because it's held together with araldite, and they don't come like that. That's wrong, okay? So the next one we've got is the high pressure one, but this is also leaking, and I'm a bit worried as to why the insulation is halfway up as well. That insulation should be at the bottom. And then we've got this one that for all intents and purposes looks good, but is a leaker. So I've got 3 leaky noids. So I have put a good noid on from my collection that I know is good. It's my tester noid. I've also changed the, well, what I've done actually is I've changed the whole can, the bolt and the guide, because I know on this one all the O-rings are good, okay? But it gets worse. So, and you're going to hate this one. Who was the last person who took the regulator apart? Now, again, if you look on my video channel, there's a whole video just dedicated to these little screws that go in the side and how incredibly important it is to line them up, which you haven't done, because the inside of this reg is ripped to pieces. You see this silver line here? Well, that's not meant to be silver, that's meant to be a really smooth black anodized surface, because you've got to put an O-ring on there to seal this regulator up. So this regulator, for all intents and purposes, fucked, mate. You've wrecked it. Whoever went to line up these 2 screws, the most simplest job in the world. All you got to do is line up a screw with a hole in here. In fact, you can see the little silvery tadge on that blackness. Well, that shouldn't be silver, it should be all black. And because you haven't lined it up, the screw has notched this aluminium. Next time you take this out, that little notch tears the inside of this aluminium up. Hey presto, no sealing surface, right? So you need a new upper reg. So I've had to make up a tester unit using just a standard regulator. This is off an Ion. In fact, it's one of the mechs I've got in service. Brendan, I'm having to use your marker. Sorry, man, but I know these markers that I make are sound, right? They're solid, so I can use any part off of these as a tester. So I'm just going to pop that in there. So we're doing this with a standard regulator. You'll have to accept the awkwardness of this. The gas is now on. There you go. That's using the mechanical button on the back of the Noid. Let me just degas this down. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? What I can tell you is, whoever's working on your Luxe, don't let them work on it anymore. Whoever is putting O-rings on this Luxe, stop and think about what you're doing, man. Yeah, buy one of these. I have like mouse mats, and I have all the gun that exploded, all the O-rings on, all the sizes are on them, all the part numbers and everything. In fact, you've seen these in my videos before, right? This is an exploded mouse mat for the Luxe. It's got all the O-ring sizes and where they go. The best investment you could ever make. Come and have a chat and I will get you some. They're about 25 quid. But I've got to import them from the States, so I have to get permission to have them printed. But I could probably get some from Luxe, but I've still got to import them. I've got to pay shipping and import duties. By the time I get them here, they're 25 quid. And then I've still got to post them on to you. What, £5 for post to to Denmark, 30 quid. And you will never cock up again. Buy it as a team. Or put a couple of quid in and buy one. You're a team in a sport. You are a sportsman. Right, now what do I mean by that? Okay, so I got a £4 million F1 car and I'm on the race grid. Now, should I just use normal unleaded pump gas? Or should I pay the extra to use the high super megastar petrol? What do you think? How much does it cost you to go and play at the game? Hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. If you're doing the Millennium Circuit, £1,000 a game, no problem for each individual, and then you spend 99p or 99 seconds on your gun. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.